My name is Chris Demarest, and for 4 years I've been doing a portrait tour dedicated to those involved in World War II. Behind me on this wall, just to give you a quick overview, are some interesting portraits. One is Julia Child, the French chef. Most people don't realize that she was part of the war effort. She was in the OSS in China. Another one that gets a lot of attention is Tokyo Rose. The other thing is a lot of people, 99% of the people I've talked to about this painting have this incorrect perception of who she was as this demon, propagandizing, in the Pacific Theater from Japan. She was actually born and raised in Southern California. And as a graduation gift, her parents sent her to Tokyo. And when the war broke out, she was stranded. And she worked for a newspaper. And when she started a second job working at Radio Tokyo, she called herself Orphan Annie. There were more than a dozen Tokyo Roses. And unfortunately, when the war ended and she came back stateside, Walter Winchell, who was a huge xenophobic, anti-Japanese muckraker at the time, went after her. And eventually she was convicted and sent to prison on false testimony that was later recanted. And my tribute to her, she was later pardoned by Gerald Ford. The irony is that she was born the 4th of July. And I chose, as you can see, the black and white photo, I chose to paint her in red, white, and blue. That's the subtle tribute. And people are interested in hearing that. Here's a painting I did of kamikaze pilots. They were known as boy pilots. Out of 4,000 kamikazes, 3,000 were under the age of 20. And this is a way of putting a face to the enemy and realizing that we're all people. And for those who only think in terms of red, white, and blue, we're the victors, they have to remember that these people were born under a different flag and they were doing their job to protect their country.